Hello, welcome to the Long Island weather update. Today was kind of an active day across the area today. We had some thunderstorms, including a pretty strong one that actually came out of this. You're looking at it right here as it's coming in. I do have a video that'll be up in a little bit, but we had a pretty intense thunderstorm actually that hit central Nassau County around 3 o'clock. This is it coming in right here. Not quite a shelf cloud. It was trying to produce one, but it was a pretty intense storm. Pretty heavy rain with it, and a lot of good lightning as well. Yeah, the camera just didn't want to focus on these pictures of the rain. But you can see here that this is the big cumulonimbus cloud that originated from that storm. So I'll just show you some of the pictures. Again, I have a video, and we did get some lightning. I did capture some lightning strikes, but the rolling shutter, the curse of the rolling shutter strikes again. This is the problem with all the modern digital cameras. It didn't get the whole lightning bolt. It only got part of it. The same thing with the next one as well. It only got part of it, even though I saw the whole bolt come. This one was pretty close, actually, but it just got this frame of it, and that was it. And a couple of other lightning strikes it never even got. So I don't know. I don't know why my camera didn't capture them completely. This is a problem when you have a thunderstorm during the day. At night, it's a little more likely to catch them. Maybe these bolts were very... Sometimes lightning could be very... Sometimes you have a bolt that lasts a little longer. These bolts were really very short duration lightning bolts, so maybe that has something to do with it. But still, really impressive to see. Really impressive to see. And then you can see all that, again, beautiful cumulonimbus cloud. And this was a little later on. I went through Jamaica, and this is another thunderstorm that was off to the southwest that hit central Jersey pretty bad, including eastern Monmouth County. You can see the cloud from it over there. Another look at it there. And then later on, we had, again, you can see the anvil over the south shore, towering over. And then you can see the haze in the air, too. Very poor air quality. And this was toward the evening now. Another cumulonimbus cloud, actually, over central New Jersey as well. Really quite pretty. Quite a pretty cloud right there in the sky there that we looked at. So that was pretty nice as well to see. And then as we're going on, you see that we go a little further. The sun was actually trying to peek out from beneath it. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. But anyway, let's look at the satellite, show you all the activity today. And you can see all the haze in the air today, too. And all the thunderstorms popping up. You can see there's the first batch, second batch. Now, we had a couple of showers, actually, about a half an hour ago as well. Hit our area as well. But you can see here, actually, it was a little, it was about a half an hour ago. You can see we have the stall front over here. We have all the hazy, disgusting, humid air. Again, you see all those storms popping up. If we put the lightning intensity on, you'll see all the lightning that popped up from these storms as well. And then we had some severe storms in Connecticut as well as a tornado warning. So you can see there's, look at that storm. I think that was the afternoon storm, I think. Oh, yeah, and then we got a storm off the South Shore. So if you're on the South Shore now, you might be seeing a decent amount of lightning as well out there. And I guess we'll go to the radar next and we'll look at that. So you'll see here that we've got some hefty thunderstorms off the South Shore. There's still some more upstate with some warnings. Pull this over a little bit. You can see got more severe thunderstorms warnings being issued for these storms as well. And I'm kind of curious about... all right, we'll go to the map of storm reports right now. So this is the map of the storm reports, and you'll see none on Long Island, but we did have wind damage in Atlantic Highlands. Numerous trees blown down across northeast Monmouth County. A maximum a thunderstorm wind gust of 62 miles an hour was reported at Sandy Hook with these storms. Thunderstorm wind damage in Monmouth Hills. That's why there's a lot of power outages. I think something happened to the transmission system. It's not very robust in that area. Which caused the blackout, as you saw in my other video. Flash flood in Stanton, New Jersey. Cars trapped in flood waters. And we got some hail reports, too, as well. Bridgewater, 0.25-inch hail. 0.25-inch hail. And then we have some wind reports over here. And let's see if there was an actual tornado reported here. I know there was a warning but I don't see an actual report of tornado, just thunderstorm wind damage here. Hartford had flooding as well. So there's some pretty heavy rain with these storms as well. See here, more flash flooding, but nothing on Long Island, even though that storm was intense. We really didn't see any really intense, damage here. Let's look at some of the webcams, though. We're going to go to the Atlantic Highlands webcam, and we can look at this storm that actually wound up hitting. Oh, yeah. See, the power went out there when the storm hit. So actually you're going to get to see what happened here with this storm here. I don't know if the storm was leaving. Yeah, here it comes. You can listen to it. We don't have sound, but you can see how that flag is moving. Quite an intense storm there. Yeah, it's getting dark now. I don't know if this was the storm pulling. It looks like the power was on, and then it looks like the storm was gone, but the power wound up going out after the storm because JCP&L just can't provide lights. Let's see. Somebody had a good video of it. We'll see if we can find the storm coming in here in Atlantic Highlands. I saw a clip of it on on TV here. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, it looks pretty dark there. Very dark. But we got to go to the next clip here. 1600. All right, here's 1600 to 1611. All right, so this should be able to get a look at when the storm hit, and you could see that when it was coming. Let's see if we can find it. You can see some pretty strong wind gusts there. It's not... Yeah, they're hitting there now, so there you go. Yeah, see that flagpole moving quite voraciously there. That's definitely a sign of some 62-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this storm that hit over central Jersey. Yeah, look at that. It was just before the power went out, I guess, over there. But there you go. Very impressive storm, indeed, for that area. And we can actually go to some other earth cams. I'm kind of curious to see what it looked like in Seaside Heights, looking north around that time. Obviously, it's packed there now, but let's see if we can go back. All right, that storm hit around it's around 4 or 5 o'clock. I guess right it hit 4 or 5 o'clock. So yeah, a lot of people on the beach here. Now, it looked like there were a couple of cells that actually hit over that. It looks like there was a cell that went just to the north of where they were. You could see it right there. You can see the sky getting dark. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a nice little roll of cloud right there. It looks like the storm passed Seaside Heights. I don't think it actually hit them. It went just to the north. It went just to the north. Oh, no, they did get a little bit of rain from it. And then we had other storms that hit the Hamptons as well, that hit out east as well. And Connecticut as well. So if we go to the Port Jefferson camera, usually Saturday night I don't do a long weather update, but we had a lot of activity tonight, and you'll get a chance to look at it here. Look at that. There you go. That's some of the cumulonimbus clouds and some of the severe storms that were hitting Connecticut as well. Yeah, look at that. That's impressive right there. That's pretty. Let's go over here. We'll go a little bit closer. You can see these storms again. Yeah. You can see the sun shining through the storms pretty much. That's pretty much what... The storms pretty much stayed over Connecticut. There were a couple, again, that did wind up rushing on the North Shore, I guess. Let's see if we can get this to... Yeah, here's one that wound up hitting. You can see the dark sky over there. So we had a couple over there, and then the last stop we will make is the Foster Beach camera, which always is an ad usually,
Design,
unfortunately.
develop,
so
scale,
I have to mute it. I might be able to skip it. Hold on.
Season Enterprises.
Glow for up to 6 months. Introducing Skin Vive by Juvederm, designed with global...
All right, let's take a look and see what we got over here. Oh, yeah, look at this. So you can see, again, look at that. Yeah, there's a nice little rain shaft there. They had a couple of Again, no, the severe stuff kind of stayed away from Long Island for the most part. It was over Connecticut. So, enough of that. Let's go and look at some of the observations that we have going on right now. And you can see temperatures generally are in the mid-70s. Very muggy out there. And the sea breeze really wasn't very effective this evening as well. Temperatures still around 80 degrees in Toms River. Very humid as well. Dew points around 70 into the low 70s. When it rained, it actually made it more humid when we had the rain. So we still got the heat advisory in effect for North Shore. And now the entire county of Nassau under a heat advisory as well. Look at some of these dew points up there. Yeah, 72 at Islip. Dew point is 72 at Farmingdale. Let's take a look and see how much rain fell today. We'll go to the 12-hour, I guess, and you'll see where the rain fell. We did wind up getting a quarter to a half an inch of rain in some of these areas on Long Island, northwestern Nassau, going out into Suffolk, 0.21 in Wading River, on the North Fork, 0.54 in Greenport, and then look at that, 1.04 at City Island, and you can see where these storms setting in Connecticut, I'm sure, wound up getting a decent amount of rain. Look at that, yeah, another 1 to 2 inches of rain over there, so yeah, they're definitely above normal now. Precipitation in places like Hartford, definitely well above normal. 2.09, because between yesterday and today, I mean, they had to get a decent amount of rain. I mean, they probably got a month's worth of rain out of this between yesterday and today. Hartford around an inch. If we take this to the 72 hours, oh yeah, good amount of rain over there for sure. No drought over there, but for our area, it still continues. Still got the excessive heat warning in effect for New Jersey as well. Not a whole lot of rain over there, except in that Atlantic Highlands area where that cell hit, so 0.87. But again, it's very localized, very, very localized, who got the rain and who didn't. All right, let's go to the highs next. And you'll see highs across Nassau County. We got into the low 90s again, but Farmingdale was 86. As you head out to Suffolk, they got a little bit more of a breeze over there, 84 degrees, 87 in Mountaville, 82 at West Hampton, 82 at East Hampton, and then heading into the city, highs 93 at LaGuardia, 93 at LaGuardia, 87 at JFK, 92 at Central Park, and then as you head into New Jersey, this is where it was really brutal, again, pretty much mid-90s, ranging from the mid-90s to 100 degrees, depending on where you were. And, yep, Toms River got up to 100 as well. 99 in the downtown, but Miller Air Park, 100 degrees there. Absolutely brutal there, and that's why they had the excessive heat warning in effect. Look at this, 103 for a high at Coyle Field. How about that? It's still 80 degrees to the dew point of 66 right now. That is absolutely disgusting and atrocious. And you can see here, we'll look at how bad it was in Toms River today, and you can see, look at that. Yeah, they were 100 between 220. Yeah, they hit 100 around 210. Actually, no, they hit 100 actually earlier than that. They hit 100 around 1240, and you can see, look at the dew point, 70 degrees, very humid. That made it feel, this is the heat index here, made it feel like it was 106. Even up to 107, you had heat indexes. Look at that, 108 at times. 100 degrees, the dew point is 70. That's absolutely just horrible. And there was haze reported too as well. Like I said, the air quality, very, very poor air quality today. I think we had a little smoke in there too, perhaps. You gotta you get an air mass like this, you still get some of that smoke that was in the tropics, and the air is just very, very stagnant. Nowhere for it to really go. So let's go look at the lows, and the lows, obviously nothing too amazing here. Lows pretty much in the low to mid 70s across the area, mid 70s in the city. Yet somehow it got down to 68 at Coyle Field. So they got down to 68 and they had high of 103. That's what a hell of a range that is. At least it cools off at night there. At least it cools off at night. That's the only sort of saving grace you have over there, because it is the Pine Barrens, and the Pine Barrens cool off at night. But other than that, it's hot and humid and just disgusting out there, and very, very high humidity levels as well. You can see, if we look at Farmingdale, you'll see that the dew points here, we had dew points in the low 70s. After it rained, it felt like the dew points got even higher here. I'm kind of curious as to, we're going to get some more observations here as far as rainfall goes. Let's look at precipitation here. So we get a closer look and maybe get a few more numbers here as far as rainfall goes. Yes, some areas got 0.45 inches of rain. But let's go look at our observation stations from where. All right, we'll pick Salisbury, Westbury, because it looks like the storm hit them. They got 0.45, so let's go ahead and look at that, and you'll get a chance to see the dew points here. It looks like the dew point maxed out at 79. So, yeah, after we had that thunderstorm, look at what happened. So, you see the temperatures went from around 90 down to the upper 70s. But look at the dew points jump up, though. They jumped up to like 78, 79 degrees. Yeah, it was really muggy. I mean, it was just, you could stand out there and just do absolutely nothing and feel like passing out. It was just absolutely disgusting out there. Absolutely horrible. All right, let's go over today's statistics at the... Actually, they said there was golf ball-sized hail in East Hampton, Connecticut, and 3 people injured from lightning in Cromwell, Connecticut. All right, let's go over here, and we will go and look at the statistics for Islip. High of 85, low 72, 8 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park, third degree of 98 degrees or above, so officially heat wave in Central Park. High of 93, low of 76, 11 degrees above normal. Only just 0.02 inches of rain. And Newark got up to 95. Not as hot at Newark because of those storms and clouds that developed. High of 95, low of 79, 12 degrees above normal for the day. And if we take it to the other weather office here, we can look for the climate statistics on this one, which of course are in a different location. I'm kind of curious to see what Atlantic City Airport hit today. 98 degrees today. Didn't quite get to the record of 100. Man, it's just brutal. It's absolutely brutal. So, Storm Prediction Center, yeah, they finally put that slight risk after the fact in over Connecticut, but they got us in a marginal risk right now, and you'll see, looking at the convective outlook for tomorrow, we've got a big slight risk area now, stretching from central northern New Jersey, most of Pennsylvania, most of New York, most of New England, and then an enhanced risk. It looks like their hot zone for some really severe weather would be around Vermont and New Hampshire, and then the green area, which covers most of Long Island, but it's like that line is pretty much like right over northwestern Nassau. That's like we have a marginal risk for the rest. So they've got a pretty active day in store for us tomorrow, I think. And if we go to, let's see, tornado probability. Look at this. 10% tornado probability in New Hampshire and Vermont, the lower parts. And that's surrounded by a 5%. And then a 2%. And that's part of our area. So, yeah, very concerning for tomorrow. So let's go look at the HRRR model. Let's get right to it. Obviously, tonight the activity will die down. Tomorrow, we'll start off with, fair weather. You see those strong winds. Sharp front coming through. All right, it's not really showing too much thunderstorm activity in the afternoon. It's really not showing that much, but this could be very misleading. This could be very, very misleading here. And you can see that slowly pull away, but this could be very, very misleading. It looks like it has most of the activity to our north. Look at how tight those isobars are. So we know we're going to have a strong southerly wind tomorrow when we see that kind of thing. So dew points... obviously, we are in very humid air, and we're going to have very strong south-southwest winds tomorrow. The good news about that is it should keep Long Island cooler, and it shouldn't feel quite as terrible as it did today because we didn't have much wind today, and that's what made it feel really bad. So at least we'll have more wind for tomorrow, and then you see that front come through. It'll come through early Monday. On Monday morning, you start to see the winds shift to the west and bring in drier air. Now, as far as temperatures go, because of that south-southwest wind, I think Long Island will tend to be cooler. I think we're going to avoid the 90s. Probably upper 80s in central Nassau, low 80s toward the South Shore, further east in Suffolk. But Jersey, I'm afraid you're going to be close to 100 again tomorrow. And the city is probably going to be well into the 90s, so probably fourth day above 90 in Central Park for tomorrow. Let's look at some of the atmospheric profiles here as we head into the afternoon. So looking at this, you'll see plenty of clouds and instability, but the instability is probably better where it's hotter. Jersey, really hot. So obviously we have a lot of high clouds around. again, and probably haze and really crappy looking sky, except for the cumulonimbus when it pops up. But let's look at some more models here. The NAM 3, which we have out till 28 hours now. So that's why I came on a little bit later. So I'm trying to get some more model information here to handle this. We can see, again, the NAM does bring a line through, and that would be right around 8 o'clock. So, the worst of it would be further to the north, obviously, versus the south. So further north you are, the more likelihood you'll see some severe thunderstorms. This is right around 8 o'clock, and then there could be a stray one after that, perhaps. Go to the HDRPS, which is yet another model we can look at here. Let's see how this one looks here. And you can see most of the worst activity, the purples, that's where they have the enhanced risk. But that doesn't mean we won't see any severe weather tomorrow. And I'm quite concerned, given the air mass, considering the energy in the atmosphere, and the strong southerly winds out ahead of this front. So let's go to Vent2Sky and look at the thunderstorm Cape values for tomorrow. And we had decent Cape today, which is why I wasn't surprised that we saw the activity we did. Okay, we start to see it build even at 11 o'clock. You see it build on the North Shore, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You see it. It's not crazy Cape values. The Cape value is definitely much more impressive to the north. Places like New Hampshire, and they're going to really get the brunt of the severe weather, but that doesn't mean we won't see any. There's still instability in the atmosphere. We've got the lifted index as well. Another value we have, which is then looking quite favorable for severe weather. And then I'll just use the cloud model on this just to show you we will have a cloud cover, but it will be, let's see, middle, or it was some middle, but it's mostly high. Low cloud, not really. So we'll still have the sunshine coming through, some filtered sunshine through the haze tomorrow, which will help elevate those temperatures inland. But that strong southerly flow does have a tendency to keep Long Island cooler and perhaps promote a little more stability here. But it's still showing 90 degrees over central Nassau tomorrow. So, again, South Shore, place to be. Obviously, you'll avoid the heat. And then Jersey, you're just going to be dying. 100 degrees again, probably in Toms River, I bet. So, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Have a good night.